Okay, anytime. It's just a quick snapshot on what's been happening with Monday.com. I just really want to swing through this quickly just so you can see what's happening. If you follow my cursor on the left-hand side here, that is a tree of workspaces that you'd be familiar with. What I want to do in the future is not have a workspace where you can see Doreen's, Salamander Bay's, Avalon's, let's say, in the same place. So in the future, instead of having the main workspace there, we'd most likely just, if you're Salamander Bay, only see Salamander Bay, in this case, Salamander Bay Test. And when you drop that or open that, you'll see that we've got 6 items in there. Now within those items, it's still the same amount of information with KPIs, communication, etc. But I think a little bit easier to follow. And I'll just quickly show you those. So the agenda meeting will have the health and safety and security type stuff that you might be doing. It'll have the team members that were in the meeting. It'll have your agenda, KPIs, and it'll also have your agenda items or communication. And this will still be tracked exactly the same when there's been changes. There is absolutely no difference there, except it's going to be trapped within our agenda items. The next one down is the marketing calendar. Now, just to test some of the automations, etc., in the marketing calendar, which you can see that I've opened it up there. When you open it up, if you get this view, you just need to go up to that drop-down table and open up the marketing calendar. And then it's going to be coming up with the spreadsheet that you've been using. It's a bit more similar anyway. Now, the items I've put in there, I've copied them. I don't know how well I've copied it. You might have to go through them as you go through, but you can see their PT client of the month is going to be on the 2nd. You can just simply open it up there. Now, the important thing is we need to start adding files, photos, links to other social media things that you might be doing, and really start making this a little bit smarter, because we can always go back into the archives and get this information in future months, remembering that we've done something similar before. The payslip here, the automations are working really, really well. The one thing I wanted to get around here was that, let's say after the 31st of the 8th to the 13th of the 9th in your payslips, when that's complete and it's been checked by Karen with the hours that you've done, you just simply need to open up the expand sub items that you can see I'm hovering over at the moment. And when you go in there, once the pay has been complete, or let's say that it's a bonus for whatever reason, when those things have been changed from grey to pay complete, then there will be a notification, and you'll see one come up here soon for me, but that's going to soon go to Paul Gray to say that the pay week's been completed, and he'll know that he needs to do the pay slips. So you can see that I've got there Lauren and Tanya, and they just simply need to throw in their hours there, and I'll go into more depth in individual vids in the future. You've got your stock take. At the moment this says July, you just need to change the dates. Team sales targets, I don't know what they are, but this is where you could put individual sales targets and then get a total sum. Let's say you want 50 sales per month, and then you want it to spread out a certain way. That's how you do, and that's where you'd go and do it. The holiday calendar, which was I was told to add the other day, very easy to follow, and you can just go from month to month. You can flick on to September, and you can see here that there's been a new item, and it looks like Karen would like to go on there, and it's just waiting approval. And what we'll do, we'll get an automation that when that status has been changed as well, there's a notification to Ryan and Paul. And then the 8-week challenge. The 8-week challenge, pretty easy to follow down through there. I would like, again, a little bit more information, in your notes, just to tell people, what you're proposing, anyone that might have been privy to the conversations that have been done in the past. And obviously the more information, the more intelligent this data becomes. The drop down there, if you like project management style more than a spreadsheet style, you can certainly do that. So again, in the drop down box, hitting timeline, and this is where you can go down and see your timelines of things that you're doing. You can even, dig into those a bit more as well. You can click on it and just see, oh yes, okay, I've got 9 days left, no, 91 days left, or whatever it might be. So anyway, that's just a quick snapshot of where we're at the moment. and how things are progressing. Ultimately, this will be linked towards, or you'll get an invite into this so that you can have a bit of a play around and you can tell me what we need to do to improve it. And I think we'll call that quits. Have a great day. See you guys.